I mostly try to do like all different kinds of stuff, and I try to keep my hoop up as long as I can. And when I drop it, I just start over. And sometimes I time myself for how long I can hula hoop before dropping it.
Yeah.
And
when you get older, what kind of hooping do you want to do?
I wanted to do fire.
You want to be a fire hooper like Becky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what kind of tips do you have for someone who wants to learn how to hoop, Phina?
Well, first you start doing this with the hoop. To let it go, you can move your wrist forward and back and side to side, and sometimes it goes like all the way around in a circle. And if you're just starting, and if you want to learn how to walk, you have to get used to the hoop.
Yeah.
And then when I started walking, I started to walk with moving my feet a little bit. And then when I practiced a lot, once I tried to just move my feet. But I think the most hardest part of how I move is the spin. Well, what I call is the super spin.
The super spin? Show us the super spin.
Okay.
Wow.
It almost looks like the hoop just sits in your back.
Yeah.
Pretty super.
It stays, and sometimes if I stop for like a few seconds, then it like moves a little bit, and then I hula hoop again.
Yeah.
And if you're just starting and if you try to do that, you might not get it right, but sometimes if you just keep trying and if you don't give up, then you can learn how to do a ton of hula hooping, and for some hula hooping it's simple, but for some other kind of hula hooping it's not simple.
You want to try to hoop more than one hoop?
Sure.
Bigger one should stay. I love that you shook that one down.
I used to hula hoop. I love hula hooping. I'm just not in the hula hooping mood today.
Now, where did you get that hoop?
Becky had it, and before it was just all a black circle. But then she taught me how to tape the hula hoop. So I taped this one on my own, and I picked out the colors. And as soon as I finished it, I started hooping out back. And sometimes I'd have contests with my mom, and with this hula hoop it's easier because you hardly have to move because it's heavier. Some, like for adults, you would want to use the heavier ones, and for kids, you would want to use the smaller ones.
So the smaller ones, you have to hoop faster?
Yeah, because they're lighter. Because they're easier to do around the neck.
How come you picked those colors, Phina? It's a beautiful hoop.
Well, this one I didn't make, but that one, this one, I picked these colors because these were my favorite colors, and he said that I could use like a thick tape, a medium tape, and then a smaller tape. And I picked these ones. And look, and some of the ones from Walmart with the water inside of them were, these ones are harder to work because these have water inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you listen carefully, when you hoop, you can hear the water.
Will you try to hoop with those? Let's see.
And these ones are the same size, so they're almost like sinks at first. But then they unsink and then sink and then unsink and sink.
Pretty great stuff. Wow. What's it like to be in a family of hoopers, Angelina?
Oh,
And-
well, I mean, it doesn't get any better than being in a family of hoopers.
And
Right on.
And every hula hoop that you would have, they all are made with a special kind of tape that you can use, and you can buy them at like yarn stores maybe, and you can buy them at like tape stores and stuff. And the same kind of tape you can also use for making bracelets and bows. So, what I like best about hula hooping is that you can just have fun, and if you drop it, you can just try over.
It's a good attitude.
And it's never really a winning or losing thing.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why
And for the heavier ones and bigger ones, you shouldn't use them around your neck because it might hurt your neck a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But for the lighter ones, like these ones, these would be easier for you to use them.
You could be a hula hoop coach. This is like a hula hoop
And
treatise.
this one, these light up while you're hooping.
Wow.
But you wouldn't be able to see them so well.
Wow. Like they have a light or they're glow in the dark.
They have a light.
Boy.
For me to focus easily, like if it's with music, sometimes I'll sing the song in my head.
Oh.
Sometimes I'll just close my eyes. So I don't even have to see it. I can just feel it and feel if it's going down. And feel if it's coming up.
So you're doing that right now?
And sometimes you might get dizzy if you just start it. But like when you're first trying it, you might get dizzy, and if you've done it for a while, then you're used to it and you don't get so dizzy.
Words to the wise. Words from the wise. Wow.
Every time I hula hoop, I try to make up something new.
You have a very positive idea about all this. It's very inspiring. I appreciate learning all this new stuff about hula hoops. I don't think I knew even a third of this information before. So I feel improved. Thank you.